For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check out g2a.com, and if you need any Ultimate Team coins, then head over to FIFA. The code CHES will get you a discount on both sites, and all links are down below. Hey guys, how's it going? Cheers back again, and welcome to episode number 31 of the Liverpool career mode here on FIFA 15. Today we have a rather special one-off live commentary. It's the FA Cup final against Hull City. Obviously after yesterday's rather dodgy goalkeeping display, I will be making a change in the starting lineup for this one and playing Matthias Perrin in goal as opposed to Rene Adler. As you can see, this is the starting lineup that I'm going to be going with. Balotelli and Lallana as the forward two, with Costa and Sterling out wide, Schneiderlin and Henderson at the centre mid positions, with Moreno, Sacco, Lovren and Danilo in the defence, with of course Perrin, previously mentioned, in goal. I've got a couple of players not in the lineup that you might necessarily have assumed would be. Gerrard, I don't get on with Steven Gerrard this year, and I'm not confident enough to put him in the lineup to play against Hull, so he's going to miss out unfortunately, and I'm not sure what his future is for us here in this series. He may be getting moved on in the summer, almost. Well, I guess it would make it kind of super realistic, because that would mean that Gerrard leaves Liverpool in real life and Gerrard leaves Liverpool in this series. Unfortunately, of course, Inigo Martinez dislocated his shoulder in the previous game against Hull, which was in yesterday's episode. So a few players a little bit off fitness, but hopefully we should be able to cope with it, and we'll be able to have a good display and a good result. Of course, we have already won the Capital One Cup so far this season, so we're doing well in domestic cup competitions, having won one and in the final of the other. But of course, we unfortunately got knocked out in the semi-finals of the Champions League. So in all cup competitions this year, we've got to 2 finals and a semi-final, winning one, hopefully winning the second as well. We'll have to wait and see. Of course, we did beat Hull yesterday, but it was a very narrow margin and an extremely close game. One that I would like to put in the past behind me, especially with all the goalkeeping calamities we had yesterday. And hopefully we can have a nailed-on great performance here and get ourselves a solid, convincing win. They, of course, scraped through 3-2 against Leicester City in the semis, and we just romped to a 4-1 victory against Manchester City in the other semi-final. Of course, that was at Wembley as well earlier on. As is the case with all of these live cup finals, I'll try and do it in the same manner that I do with the My Player, although, as in cut it up into highlights, but generally I tend to waffle on for the majority of the game, so it will be a longer episode than you are used to seeing in a normal career mode series. So of course, if you do enjoy it, that was terrible Sterling, then feel free to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. As I record this on Sunday evening, we are very close to 45,000 subscribers. We should have hit it by the time you see this, so if we have done, then thank you very much for the milestone. And of course, if you're new, thank you for subscribing. If you're a long-term sub, thank you for your continued support. But hopefully we can get a victory here, because our league form has been, well, quite frankly, diabolical so far this year, and 2 cup victories could be enough to keep us in the job at the end of the season, although we do have 2 games left in the BPL, and a lot of space here for Alberto Moreno to just run into. Donkey Dawson coming across, so we'll cut inside of him. Ballo's there, play him in. Mario Balotelli shrugs off the man, and it's Liverpool 1, Hull City 0 inside 7 minutes. That is exactly how you want to start a cup final. So 1-0 up in this cup final. We've already won 1 cup already with the Capital One Cup, on course to win the second, although of course we will have to defend a bit better than we have done previously in the next 84 minutes. But after 6 or 7, we find ourselves 1-0 in front. Couldn't have asked for a better start, to be completely honest. Could not have asked for a better start. As is always the case with one-off cup final things like this, don't look in the comments section before you've watched the entire video, because there will be people that spoil it for you, so it's your own fault if you spoil the video for yourself by looking in the comments. That was a rather weird tackle by Sacco there, and they really should have had the free kick there. Great feet from Douglas Costa, even better feet from Douglas Costa. Burst of acceleration, we'll play it into Ballo. Didn't quite get the change of pace and direction there that I was looking for from the Italian. Jelovic scored against us in yesterday's episode, of course, in the league game, but Ballo got the 94th minute winner at the Hull City ground. I can't remember what it's called. Apologies, any Hull City fans that are watching. I've completely blanked on KC Stadium. There you go, at the KC Stadium. That was a terrible pass, Jordan Henderson. Jordan Henderson in real life has really stepped up this year and is kind of filling the void that has been left by an averagely performing and ageing Steven Gerrard in both this series and real life. So hopefully we won't miss Gerrard too much next season if we do choose to get rid of him, and that is one of the most bizarre crosses and first touches I've seen in a while. 15 minutes in though, 1-0 in front and seemingly in control. We'll have to... What the fuck was that, Schneiderlin? So I say seemingly in control, and then Morgan Schneiderlin just chooses to ignore the football until it's halfway past him. And Hull might have a chance here thanks to, again, a bit of ridiculous gameplay engine mechanics. But never mind, we have got the ball back. 20 minutes in now, still 1-0, and we'll try and increase the lead sooner rather than later. Goes for a bit of a run with Lallana. I see Sterling over here. We'll use him, not Ballo, just yet. Leroy Rossinia's coming, not Leroy Rossinia, Liam Rossinia. Sterling, no, not able to get the ball under control. Lallana first shot blocked. There's Henderson though, so we're getting into him. Good first touch. Finesse shot, terrible shot, never mind. In this header please, Adam. I know you're not the tallest, but he's done well there actually to flick that backwards to keep possession. Sterling's obviously going to have the pace to get around the outside here, but I want to cut inside. Jordan Henderson, is Douglas Costa going to make a move? He does finally, just as I decide to turn back the other way. Oh, lovely feet from Ballo there to get away from the man. We will give it to Jordan Henderson, try and get it around the corner to Lallana. Try a step over and a turn back inside. It just didn't quite work. Wasn't really the step over I wanted him to do. It was kind of inverted one, and I wanted just a normal change of direction. And they're going to get a free kick here apparently because I caught the man after the ball had gone. Only 2 games left to go in the Barclays Premier League, of course, but we do have the chance to finish as high as 5th should we get the results that we need and other results go our way. So definitely all to play for in the BPL for tomorrow's episode, which will of course be the final games of the league season, and hopefully we'll be able to go into them on the back of a cup win. Our 2nd cup win of the season. Quickly get this out to Douglas Costa. Robbie Brady does have some pace though, so we'll have to cut inside. That was not the turn that I wanted there, Douglas, to be completely honest. Been quite heavily linked with a few BPL sides this transfer window, Douglas Costa. In real life, that is, obviously, considering we are towards the end of January now. Transfer deadline day on February the 2nd. Everybody wearing yellow. Seen all the cringy adverts on BT Sport with Robbie Savage with him trying to put on a yellow suit, and then all the cringy Jim White adverts on Sky Sports about him saying various different cliches. That was supposed to go inside to Schneiderlin there. To be completely honest, Danilo, it would have been nice if you could have actually played it to the man I wanted you to. But yeah, I love deadline day, but at the same time it's probably best to watch it with your TV on mute, or at least the volume very low, so that Jim White doesn't piss you off. He's kind of Marmite, Jim White, on deadline day. Some people absolutely love him, and others like me find that he's an absolute grind and a pain in the arse to listen to. So maybe I'll stream on deadline day, who knows. Probably going to be streaming tonight though, so if you're watching this on Tuesday, be sure to follow me on Twitch. Link will be in the description down below. Well done, Morgan. To make sure you don't miss out on any stream that might come later on this evening. I streamed Saturday and Sunday over the weekend. Not sure if I'm going to stream on Monday, because it isn't actually Monday yet as I record this. Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening. So I hope to stream tomorrow night, and you will know by now whether I have or not, because the time has already passed. It's kind of inception right now. Recording this for you to see in the future before things that will for you be in the past have actually happened in the future for me. So it's a bit of a mindfuck, but such is the way of recording ahead as a YouTuber. You have to plan ahead, because if you try and do 2 videos a day every single day and don't record until on the day, you're just going to end up getting yourself messed up. But that's a really nice turn by Douglas Costa. I'll wait for... Oh, I was going to play that back for Ballo. We'll get the corner, try and make it 2-0 just before half-time if we can. I don't want to see a replay of Robbie Brady. I'm trying to skip this and it just won't. And now someone's getting booked. I'm hammering the A button. Just skip it. Come on, game. Oh, come on. Just let me take my corner. I want to make it 2-0. We lost almost an entire minute of game time there. Just trying to skip a replay. That's a good corner. There is a man underneath it. Hasn't quite dropped properly for us, but here's Jordan Henderson. We have to get it out to Sterling because there just isn't enough space there. I see the man in the middle though. It was meant for Morgan Schneiderlin, but it went towards Adam Lallana, who I think was offside, but never mind. Looks like we're going to go in at half-time with a scoreline 1-0. Comfortable enough game so far. They haven't really threatened yet, Hull, although they didn't really threaten in yesterday's game, and they were able to at least score against me, so they have to be a little bit more solid defensively, but we have been so far, so pleased with that first half. We're going to go in at 1-0 at the break. Not sure how much of the first half you'll have seen, probably most of it, because I do continue to waffle on, but for now, let's jump into that second half and try and extend our lead, shall we? That's a nice tackle by Danilo. Lallana, almost said Studge there, Balotelli this time onside, turnover, and second goal, question mark, yes, there we go. Mario Balotelli has just been so much better than Daniel Sturridge this year. It's Liverpool 2, Hull City 0. We're going to have to try and find Mario Balotelli a new strike partner in the second season, because Sturridge is going to be sold. He's going to help fund the majority of my business activities in the second season. I haven't got an answer. I was really looking forward to using Sturridge and Gerrard when I first started this Liverpool career mode, and both of them have been completely underwhelming in this series so far. Balotelli took his time to get going for me, but once I figured out how to play with him, he's been incredible, and I think he's our top goal scorer in all competitions. Nice feat from Lallana there to get away from the man. Nobody's really given me many options, but that is a nice back heel. I'll try and dink that over. It didn't quite come off. Thinking about replacing this man, Morgan Schneidlin, in a minute, because he is a little bit fatigued, and I would like to keep a clean sheet if I can. I may bring on Fernando just to give me that extra bit of fresh legs in the middle. Ballo, can you win that header? Not really. Yeah, I'm going to bring on Fernando to just freshen things up in the middle. I really like Fernando, actually. He's been very good for us so far. Obviously got the last minute equaliser against Liverpool. Not Liverpool, we are Liverpool. Against Chelsea in yesterday's episode. So hopefully he can score a goal for us today if possible. But his main aim right now is going to be helping us keep a clean sheet. And obviously if we can keep a clean sheet, it means we're definitely going to win the FA Cup. That's a good ball, but well held by Matteo Perrin. Oh, was he offside? He must have been. And we're going to get the substitution done. Who are they bringing on? Is that Gaston Ramirez? If it is, he's changed his haircut, and he's got a bit of... yeah, it's Gaston Ramirez. A bit of dodgy facial hair. Changed his haircut, Gaston Ramirez, but never mind. I was struggling to recognise him there. They took off Stephen Quinn, though, so... It's a midfield change, but perhaps a more attacking one. And Diame's stolen it off Fernando there. Sang his praises a moment ago, and then he goes and gives away the ball like that, but never mind. Oh, I can't quite keep that in. Oh, it's our throw, is it? Okay. Their man has gone down injured. Now Robbie Brady's going off, and on comes Hatem Ben Arfa, and he will be a bit of a handful, so probably just going to try and keep hold of possession here for the next 25 minutes or so. Ballo's making me a nice run. Not play any risky passes, not play any unnecessary passes, and just try and... Are we going to get a free kick for that? I think that's a bit much. Don't think we deserved a free kick there. Ballo was just out muscle, but never mind. Can we make it 3-0 and really put a gloss on the tie? Cross towards the back post. There's a man underneath it. It's not going to work, but Alberto Moreno on his left foot. Moreno over the top of the bar, but not far away. Lovely shot from the left back. We've scored a couple of good goals with left backs so far this year on career mode, most notably in the career mode Road to Glory actually at Cambridge, but trying to get one there with Alberto Moreno, not quite working. Perhaps if it was Alexandro on it, it may have stood a better chance of going into that top corner, but never mind. 2-0 with 20 minutes to go. We are steaming our way towards a second cup victory here. Danilo. There's a load of space here for Douglas Costa, so I'm just going to play it into the space and let Douglas run onto it. Now, what do I do here? Let's go through that gap, shall we? Really nicely done. There's Danilo. No, it's not. It's Fernando waiting for it. Get it back to Ballo if we can. Can Balotelli get a hat-trick? No, he cannot. Good save by Ben Foster. He's actually, every single time we've played Hull so far this year, Ben Foster has been in fantastic form. Really good goalkeeper for them to pick up, actually. And now Fernando and Danilo have run into each other. Thanks for that. Kind of put us under a bit of pressure. Here's Robert Snodgrass, although he is a little bit tired here, but he has managed to work it back to Diame. Question of offside against Abel Hernandez. Nothing given. I'm not going to dive in. I'm just going to wait and try and block the shot, which is exactly what we've done. And there's that Adam Lallana dodgy first touch again, which we were talking about earlier on. Sometimes it's sweet as a nut. Other times it's like he's got a foot made of concrete. Nice twisting and turning here by Sagbo. Try and get the block in. That's a question of a penalty. They're going to get a corner. I think Saka got the block on the ball first before taking the man. 10 minutes still to go. It's going to come in, is it, from Snodgrass? Really poor corner, and Ballo might be able to race onto this. Oh, son, keep going, take it in your stride. Not really done that too well, but we have managed to get away. I'm just going to go this way. Go on then, Sterling. Play you in. Step over, turn inside. Raheem Sterling. Nice little Ronaldo top. That should be a penalty. Nothing given. Cool. I was hoping that he was just going to go to ground there, Sterling. That was the plan, to try and get a goal from the spot, to try and give Ballo a hat-trick, but never mind. Oh, that's a good ball. No, it's not. Straight to Perra. Been a lot more comfortable defensively this game than I have been in previous, which is nice to see from a personal point of view. Well, if you watch me stream, you'll know how ridiculously inconsistent I am when it comes to career mode, and my defensive ability really is lackluster, shall we say. I'm going to make a couple of changes in the last couple of minutes just to give some more people a taste of FA Cup final football. We'll bring Studge on. Come on then, why not? And Sterling is knackered, so let's bring on Hesse. Question marks over Hesse's future with the club as well, to be honest, although I'm probably going to sell Markovic ahead of Hesse because he's been better than the Serb. Is he Serbian, Markovic? Not sure. He's definitely from one of the smaller Eastern European countries. Maybe wrong. Oh, it's a good ball. That is a really nicely worked goal. I was going to say chance, but it was more than a chance because it was a goal. That was very, very sweetly put together by Hull City. They deserve that. I'll give them that goal. It's 2-1. Now we make our changes. And our final changes, we'll see if we can make it 3-1. It's going to be a cup win, though, by the looks of things. 4 minutes added on for Hull to get themselves an equaliser. They're probably going to, really race at me here, but we should be able to deal with it. I'm going to play the ball over to Hesse. First touch should be good, and is cut inside, not worked. Out muscle Racine, perhaps? No. Question marks then, whether Hull are going to get a final chance. There's probably only time for one more before the final whistle goes for either side. So which way is it going to go? That's the question. Fernando chasing down Robert Snodgrass, trying his best here, bouncing off him, but it's a nice ball by Mo Diame. We'll hoof it clear though. Sturridge knocked that down, good lad, and then go again. No, Lallana, that was meant for Sturridge. Makes me a little bit nervous, but that is safe for Matteo Perran, and that should be, he says, should be full time, and is. That's extremely pleasing. A Capital One Cup victory this season and an FA Cup victory this season. Who's the man that scores the goals again? Mario Balotelli. 2 goals for him, a brace, a 2-1 win for Liverpool FC against Hull City. Unfortunately losing back-to-back FA Cup finals for them. Apologies, odd conflict, but you just weren't good enough today. And he is shaking the other guy's arm from inside of it. Never mind. I love a bit of graphics engine, don't you? Looks really, really good. Anyway, 2-1 victory. FA Cup final victors and Capital One Cup victors. And it's going to be Jordan Henderson, I think, to lift the trophy. He's got the captain's armband on. Wore the captain's armband midweek as well, actually, against Bolton in the FA Cup. Not midweek, at the weekend for Liverpool against Bolton. So he's going to be the man to lift the trophy. It's really frustrating. They haven't got the licensing for the pictures in the background. They've got the cup, but in the background they have, on that banner at the top, they have the strange globe symbol. But there you go. Lifting the trophy, Jordan Henderson. Liverpool with their second domestic cup victory of the season. Disappointed to have been knocked out in the Champions League, otherwise we could have done a treble of cups, but nevertheless we'll try and take this form into the 2 remaining Barclays Premier League games, and hopefully we can finish as high up the table as possible, get ourselves a decent amount of reward money from winning the FA Cup and finishing as high up the Premier League as we possibly can, and then head into the second season with a bit of excitement, really, trying to, again, the man's arm clipping through the body of another one. 2015 EA, come on, surely you can put together a game where people don't glitch inside each other. Anyway, this game, man, some of it is just absolutely stunning, and then other things are just completely idiotic. I know I complain about it a lot, but I am quite a perfectionist, and when things like that happen, it just wicks me off. But yes, dominant display. They had more possession, actually, which it didn't feel like during the game, but still. There we go. FA Cup victors, Liverpool Football Club. We will take that. We'll have a quick look at the league table just to round out to see what we've got left for tomorrow's episode and where we are in the league. Have a look at the fixtures. I think it's Newcastle and Sunderland. I'm not sure. 1.5 million added to the transfer kitty. That wasn't as much as I was hoping for. It's Newcastle and Stoke, not Newcastle and Sunderland. And Stoke actually currently sit 5th. So we've got a game in hand on Arsenal and Stoke. And they are very much within striking distance. So if we can win the game in hand and then beat Stoke on the final day, and hopefully Arsenal and Everton drop points, we can finish as high as 5th. Though we'll probably finish 6th or 7th, but still, fingers crossed, things go our way. We'll try and get 6 points, and then hopefully the other results will go our way. But West Ham aren't down yet, but Burnley and West Brom are. So disappointed for them, unfortunately. Hull City finishing 13th though, so, or looking like they're going to finish 13th at least. So I guess an FA Cup run has maybe spurred them on to save them from relegation. But I'm waffling now. Let's end the video. So we thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on all of my social media links in the description down below. And I will see you next time.